Do you like monsters?
Do you like Dungeons and Dragons?
Do you like monsters and dungeons and dragons?
Then do we have a show for you.
Kill Every Monster is a bi-weekly DM deep dive into every monster in the manual. The first part is a discussion about creature mechanics and lore, and the second half is a one-shot AP where the guest takes on the role of the monster.
Each episode of Kill Every Monster is a contained story, so you never have to worry about being caught up or listening out of order. Pick any monster you like and jump right in.
For a Dryad episode, Emily Booza talked about how these tree ladies are really just grown-up fairies.
Like that concept of there are fairies that are specifically assigned to a flower, like stuck in my head as a kid, and I really remember really loving those. And I feel like the Dryad can be kind of, again, it's a grown-up fairy. It's the grown-up version of that concept of just, you're too big for just a flower. You need a whole tree.
I like this accidental idea of almost the hermit crab dryad mentality of like, well, I was born, I had a dandelion, and then all the wisps flew away and I had to move. So I lived in a rose bush for a while, and then there was an apple tree growing nearby, and that was really nice.
I love that.
I want a children's book of that concept. I want a children's book of that concept now, please. Universe.
To find out more about the show and where you can listen, head on over to killeverymonster.com.
And we'll see you next time
for Kill Every Monster. My name is Aram. Welcome back to Godsfall. Godsfall is a custom Dungeons & Dragons game that is played and recorded in Washington, D.C. and written and produced in Chicago.
Hi, my name is Steven. I'm playing the 5th level Dwarf Paladin, Torrvic Wildtongue.
My name is Doug, and I'm playing Dorro, Knott, the 5th level Halfling Rogue.
Hi, my name is Michael. I'm playing Xion Praeten, the 5th level Human Sorcerer.
Hi, my name is Kelly, and I'm playing Rina Falaval, a 5th level Wild Elf Ranger.
Previously on Godsfall.
After some initial nighttime scouting by Rina and her manipulating luck to reveal the exact location of the Ring of the Old World, the party headed into the Pale Woods shortly after dawn. Despite never setting foot in these woods, the Wild Elf proved herself perfectly adept at navigating the overgrown terrain, leading the party to their quarry in short order.
I have to, reach for it. Sure. You just have to reach. And bing!
Okay.
I got it!
And Dorro vanishes.
After returning Jacob Claudivo's artifact to its rightful heir, Dorro stumbled onto an owlbear and took quick action, teleporting himself and it 1,000 feet into the air, wrongly assuming that owlbears could fly. When he returned to the party, they found another surprise.
Rina starts looking around to see if there are other things on the ground.
Yeah. And as you are just I protected us all. And as you do that, there's a tiny little cry. And 2 little baby owlbears poke their little heads up. And there's like still a little blind, really kind of squinting against the light.
As leaving them alone was a sure death sentence, the party took the young owlbear cublets with them, Rina fashioning a pair of slings to keep them close to her body. Once safely out of the woods, they decided what to do next.
Oh, we gotta go back to Port Bliss now.
Okay, so you're gonna head back to Port Bliss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's about a day's journey from where you are now.
Yeah, and it's
So it'll be dark
noon.
by the time you get home.
Yeah, well, we're gonna camp probably pretty close to the same place we camped before.
Last night, yeah.
That makes sense.
With 2 screaming owlbear babies.
Cresting a hill overlooking Port Bliss, the party spotted long lines waiting outside the western and southern gates as guards methodically scrutinized every person and wagon. After some quick recon, Dorro reported back that security was tight due to an artifact of unimaginable wealth being loaded onto a ship at the royal command of Queen Phryane. Not taking the bait, Dorro used his spyglass to teleport the party onto a roof overlooking the docks where they planned to secure passage to the bluffs and then on to the Ironwood. And then Dorro spotted someone familiar.
you're looking and you see someone you know very well walk down the plank and light a pipe and start smoking it. And it's absolutely, wait, what was his name? Randolph. Now he's walking down the dock towards the boardwalk that's right outside of you guys.
I just killed my principal now. And I turn to Rina and say, I need you to do me a favor. And I reach into my hidden money pouch.
Right.
And I take out another gold and I hand it to her. And I say, I point to Randolph. Oh, and actually offer my spyglass so she can see better or something. Okay. And I point to Randolph down there and I'm describing him to you. And can you give that gold piece to him and say that Dorro says thanks? And that's it. And then just leave.
Can definitely do that.
Rina took the gold piece, climbed down from the roof, and moved into a nearby alley to intercept the young human. Dorro says thanks, she said, flipping the kid a coin as she started back into the alley. Unfortunately, she isn't quite as sneaky in cities as she is in the forest.
So you kind of flip him a gold as you walk by and you duck into an alley, and as you're about halfway down this alley, you hear this, "Hey!" And you turn around and you look towards the mouth of the alley, and there's the kid standing there. He's got a bow in his hands. "Tell Dorro I said thanks." And as he raises the bow, and as it passes over his face, it's like he just shifts in that second. And there's no longer a 13-year-old boy there. There's a man in a half mask pointing a bow at you. I need initiative.
I knew that was a trap.
Yeah, it's okay. Whatever. I sent the artillery after this guy. He's fucking dead.
Always happening.
Bows are happening.
Bows are happening. We can have a bow battle. I'll win. Face mask.
What did I call this guy?
You had a name.
No, I did. Today. I just named him recently. Douchebag McGee? That was it.
It was Douchebag McGee. That was it.
Douchebag McGee.
But his real name is Tiago Reise.
Which is a lame...
And I've seen him before.
So,
yeah.
This is a scene.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know exactly who he is.
So you have seen Tiago Reise before.
'cause I
You know
followed him.
exactly who this is.
Yeah, I followed him.
Yeah.
It's Tiago fucking Reise. Does he know who she is?
Yeah, does he look?
No,
does he
Tiago
look
Reise has never seen
Oh
her.
yeah, he never saw me.
Unless
They just
it was
see him
real
in
when they were in the
cabin.
when we were fighting in the
No, that was not real. No.
Okay, right,
No, so
yeah.
Tiago Reise has never met her before.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know who he is, and he doesn't know who I am.
Correct.
You have a
exactly.
one-up? Say something clever.
Right. So,
You have brown hair.
I name you Tiago Reise.
He stops. His mask just comes off. But how?
So Rina got an 18.
all right. Ooh, and Tiago Reise got 25.
Okay.
All right, Tiago. Let's calm
And
down.
they don't see this yet. They're like Dorro.
Not
and the rest,
yet.
Because they're up
Correct.
on the thing, and they were both being stealthy.
Exactly, and they purposely picked a place that wasn't in direct eye line of where this is. So yeah, Tiago fires a bow at you.
Arrow.
Right, he doesn't fire a bow.
You suck.
He's got like a jump cannon from like Fallout 4.
Yeah, it just shoots the whole bow. Does a 21 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. I would like you to make a Constitution save
Oh fuck him.
and take 8 points of damage.
All right, Constitution is a not natural 20.
You feel woozy for a second and sick to your
Two can play
stomach.
that game.
And
can
yes,
play
they
that
can. You feel woozy, sick to your stomach, and the back of your neck burns.
Where is
and
Rina?
itches.
And they're both unconscious in the middle of the marketplace. What is going on? And they both have arrows in each other. Like,
Right. But otherwise, you're all right. So let's just say it like it bit deep into your shoulder, but didn't completely stick in. You can just pull it out.
All right.
Yeah.
Bow's out, obviously, and I'm gonna take. I have 2 shots. So my first shot will be not a sleep arrow, but the second shot will be a sleep arrow.
The first one is a maiming shot.
Does an 18 get him?
No.
I think
An
it was
18 does
20.
not get him. So you fire, and he just turned as the arrow passes you. It's like he read it coming.
Second attack.
You can roll at advantage,
Yeah.
with luck. If you need
Yeah.
to.
Second shot. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes. I'm using lucky.
Yeah.
Do it.
And
Blast him now.
oh god.
And since I'm using the lucky, I'll use the drawback. So I'm gonna draw back, and it's gonna still just be a normal arrow. I'm just gonna try and hit it.
All right.
28.
28 does hit him.
I should hope so.
It was 21 and a 1.
Yep.
Kind of picture these two actions happening like her picture, where there's two of them where one fails and one succeeds.
Oh wait, so hold up.
So
I
they
used the
both
drawback.
shot.
So,
and like
So it'd be minus
this
5.
one's hit.
minus 5.
Minus 5 to hit?
So
Yeah,
so it
yeah.
would be 23.
Still hits.
Okay. More damage. 24.
Oh, wait, hang on. I gotta check one thing about his ability.
go.
Deflect arrows 5e.
Immunity arrow.
Starting at 3rd level, you can use your reaction to deflect or catch the missile when you're hit by a ranged weapon attack.
Is it
When you
based on
do
your
so, the
wisdom
damage you
modifier?
take from the attack is reduced 1 die 10 plus your dexterity modifier. Okay.
Oh, deflect, not
Yeah.
catch.
Right. But if you completely do it, you can catch him.
it.
Okay.
Catch it, yeah.
All right. So roll damage.
I did. I got 24.
24.
Yeah.
Okay. 8 plus 4 is 12 plus 6 is 18. And you did how much damage?
24.
Okay, so you see him like turn and catch the arrow with like it was gonna go right into his neck, and he was just able to deflect it enough so it rips along his chest, but doesn't go for a kill shot. He basically saved himself.
All right,
Now,
that's the-
did you fire a sleep arrow at him?
No, this one wasn't sleep.
Okay, so that one just bit into his
Yeah.
chest. So round 1 is over. I want another perception roll from you.
Okay. 17.
Because you are very well trained for all sorts of combat, you just have the feeling someone's coming around behind you.
Book it.
Yeah. It's the end of my turn though.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yep.
Tiago.
Actually, wait. I have a move action.
Oh, you do.
Yes, you do have a move
okay.
action.
So starts as a free action. Can I whistle?
Yes, absolutely.
I whistle like a bird. And I hope that makes some kind of connection to Dorro somehow. It's an exotic
Okay.
bird. I want
All right.
an exotic bird.
I want perception to see if you hear
Can
it
you make a
first.
turtle sound?
Turtle.
What is turtle?
Yeah. That's what happens when you turn him over and beat him like a drum.
Perception roll first.
No.
Have Sirena and Joshra and what's her name?
Yep.
Also Roper. What's her name?
Everybody rolls. Caitlin. Everybody rolls.
Joshra, no. The Queen, no.
Come on, Caitlin.
Come on, Caitlin. Come on, Caitlin.
But Caitlin. Yep.
She's in tune because she's touching the cubs.
Yep.
It's like nature,
So-
you know.
You and the Queen are arguing about something.
Yes.
Something
Great. Yes.
you know.
I tried to pick her pocket again, and she caught me definitely.
Right,
and I'm like,
absolutely.
I'm not doing this. I don't know why you keep blaming me for it. This is clearly classification of a type of person.
Right, and she's got your hand, and your hand is literally
Yeah, and
in
I'm
her
like,
pocket.
if you just let go, I can prove why I'm innocent.
Right, yep. All right, so, and then Joshra is, again, annoyed about the whole situation, so she's very, focused here. And just in the back is Caitlin, petting the sleeping owlets. No, wait, what were they?
Owlets. Yeah,
Cublets.
owlets,
Cublets. Right, so she's petting the little baby cublets, and all of a sudden you just hear kind of perk up, and she's like, "That's Rina.
What?
That's Rina. She's whistling."
Where's Rina? What's going on with my fucking 11 perception?
And also, I'm moving back with my move action.
Okay, you are running along. You're trying to get an idea of where she's coming from. You'll figure it out by the next round. But you don't have to, because the Queen's like there, and the Queen points straight down into like a little back alley. Yeah.
Even to make this just a little more fluid, I turn to those two and say, "Watch Caitlin!"
Yeah, and that's exactly what they're gonna do. Yeah. And at this point, she's seen how competent you are in this kind of thing. She trusts you to just take care of this.
I would, at some point, like to have a prolonged discussion about what I've trained Caitlin to do. It's easy to
with
be
Caitlin.
like, when shit goes down, stay the fuck here, and stuff like that.
That
You know
kind
what I
of
mean?
thing.
Like,
Yes, you have trained Caitlin to
Yeah,
run and
I
hide.
trained her
Yes.
to hide.
Yes.
Trained her to hide. You gave her that as like one of the things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is one of the things you have
The
done.
owlbear.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hide with the owlbears, yeah.
All right, so we're at the top of the round. Tiago Reise's first act.
Okay.
And if there's somebody coming around, I don't know if you want to roll them in or whatever.
Yep, okay, put them in
Unknown.
at 19. Tiago follows and fires another arrow at you. 23.
Yeah.
That is going to hit you. Take 9 points of damage, and I need another Constitution save.
25.
25. All right. Again, you just
thunk like in your back, and it stings. I mean, you are now bleeding pretty profusely, but otherwise than that, you're all right. A second gentleman steps in behind. Now, have you seen Goldilocks Grabby Hands yet? Have you physically seen him yet?
Yes.
Yes,
at
you
the
have.
warehouse.
All right.
In the jacket.
Yep.
In the
Yeah.
beanstalk.
You're going to need to roll me one more Constitution roll.
16.
Okay. You stop. Rina, you freeze. Your entire body, every muscle, everything just locks up. Your mind is free. You are willing your flesh to move, but it just doesn't. It's like you're frozen in place. And then this dark, gravelly voice seems to radiate in the back of your mind.
That's far enough.
At the same point that this is happening, you basically boom, teleport in directly behind, breaks everyone's attention. So roll Constitution again.
16.
No,
Damn.
you're.
Wait, lucky. I'm gonna do it again.
All right, fair enough.
Okay, 19.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're able to break out of it.
Yes.
She's out of luck now, though.
Yep.
Nope.
No, it's just
Nope, I have
You have
3.
three? Okay.
Yep.
But that is your turn, breaking out of it.
It is?
Yes.
Even if I have an extra attack?
No, this is
Okay.
everything. You got out. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. I'm assuming Joshua, Sirena, and Caitlin stay there and just look.
They're doing exactly what they were told to.
Okay.
Yep, exactly.
Dorro.
I mean, well, maybe Sirena, but no, he can hold anyone, right?
Well, we don't know.
We don't know. Actually,
Or
we haven't tried
can
it out.
no, because it's Barrows. Shit, I actually disabled the 2 strongest ones in the fight. Okay.
It's 2-on-2, and this is it's even odds, buddy. So, I don't know.
Well,
Okay, no, I know what to do.
Yep.
Dorro appears with a flash.
Yep.
And it's like time slows for the people watching the show.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
right.
I got it.
And
I'm the
she
cameraman.
is further down the alley, running, going.
Yes.
Because there's like an arrow,
Yep, exactly.
like that. Tiago Reise has let go, and his fucking bowstring is like.
Sure. Yeah.
That, and I'm like, scumbag McGee, got it. Not, this is what happened. You weren't Randolph at all, and I should have seen that coming. Shit.
Yeah.
And then, do I still have in my periphery from where I appear, Goldilocks Grabby Hands?
Yes, sure. Absolutely.
And then I'm like, oh.
In fact, roll perception.
Okay.
Actual Randolph.
Why not? 17.
Okay, you can see that there are several people coming this way from the ship.
From the ship.
4 of them are in red robes.
I know. I'm about to turn this off now. If I, just guessing, because how loud is all this?
Very loud at this point.
If I yelled really loud, would I be able to communicate at like a full yell to her and them? Or if I teleported too far away from where Caitlin and the Queen and Joshua are for them to not be able to hear
They
a yell?
heard her whistle, so they should be able to hear
theoretically, I
you
should
They
be
should
yell.
be, they're
Yeah.
paying attention
And they're
too.
paying
They're
attention.
actively perceiving
Yep.
what's happening now too from the rooftop.
Essentially, what I'm going to do is now teleport up to the nearest ledge type of thing
Sure.
as my dash bonus action thing to just
Right.
get there.
Right.
And then I pull out the Sphere of Ogun and yell at Goldilocks, "Look what I got!"
Okay.
And
Oh, God.
wait for him to see it.
Yeah.
And then immediately as my move action, teleport as far away in another direction from the boats as possible.
Okay.
While yelling,
Yeah.
"Get to a ship!"
Okay. Roll me in acrobatics.
19.
Okay. You teleport from where you are right up onto a ledge about 20 feet above and shout,
Pull out the Sphere of Ogun and point it at Cyril and say, "Look what I got!"
Yep. And then you immediately, he looks up at you, and as soon as his eyes lock on yours and begin to narrow,
I yell, "Get to a ship!"
and you teleport out of there. All right.
Tiago, top of the round.
Tiago fires again. Tiago is literally just one step firing fire. He
didn't look
has
too?
not. No, Tiago has not stopped. He has not been
Tiago
distracted
might not be-
at all.
Well, I pulled that one off of you at least.
Does a 19 hit you?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't have very high armor class.
6. That one just kind of bit into the left side of your leg and carried on. And one more Constitution save, please.
Okay.
He's weeding you down.
22.
Okay, you just, again, I mean, you feel nauseous and ill. You feel like you're running a fever, but you're shaking all of this off.
Goldilocks grabby hands.
Cyril Avantis steps forward and refocuses his divinity on Rina and whispers. Rina, roll me a perception.
He's dealing with the thing in front of him.
22.
Okay. One of the first things you were trained to do as a guardian by Adamil was wait and observe. About a year ago, you were on a regular patrol with him when you spotted a yellow signal flare to the north, and the pair of you turned to investigate. He motioned for you to stay low and remain quiet as you approached, even though it was clear the incursion into your forest was dealt with. 3 Kadarian soldiers had made it about 100 yards into the forest before they were struck down, and the guardians who felled them, led by your cousin Sebu, were already dragging their unconscious bodies back to the road. About 50 feet in front of you, a leaf rustled. Your bow was in your hands and loosening an arrow before you could even form a thought. But Adamil was quicker. The second you let go, his hand simply appeared and slammed shut around the arrow, stopping it in flight mere inches from your bow. He held it there, slowly moving his other hand to his lips. There are those among our tribe who would shoot any intruder without question, he whispered, so low that you had to swivel your ears towards him. But not everyone who runs to our woods are trespassers. Some who risk our wrath fly from an even greater fear. You look back to where the leaves rustled, and a small boy, no older than 10, is staring back at you, his eyes wide with terror. His face is bruised and pale and caked with soot, clearly marking him as a slave sentenced to work in the pit. Adamil shifted and was gone, dashing with incredible speed, yet still moving without a sound, and stopping at the boy's side just long enough to scoop him up before dashing behind a bend in the road. He gave the boy a packet of food and his water skin, pointed him towards River Run, and then hurried back into the forest. We are guardians, he said as he slunk back up next to you. We are protectors of all within our woods that need protecting. And then he began teaching you how to observe, how to anticipate actions, and how to read lips. You do not hear Cyril, but you don't need to.
I have the girl.
He appears to whisper to himself.
Follow the halfling.
So can I try to break it?
Absolutely.
Okay. 23.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
All right. So he's got his arm outstretched. You feel your lungs, and then all of a sudden you just like, rah, and you just break out of it. You spin around on one foot. Now you're facing both of them. He's still got his bow out. Goldilocks Grabby Hands has his hand outstretched. They're about 10 feet away from you, advancing on a line. And you can see out the corner of your eye 3 priests and maybe half a dozen goons with swords around a way. What are you doing?
Would, like, as a move action, would I be able to climb onto a rooftop?
Roll me acrobatics.
Okay.
No, roll me athletics, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Because you're climbing. Yeah.
Oh no.
Unless you want to do like a backflip kind of jump, like whatever you're best at. Roll me whatever you're best at.
No, I'm gonna pull myself up.
Okay,
there.
excellent.
Not natural 20.
Okay, so you turn, you got 1 foot up, there's like a couple barrels lined up in front of you, and you just scamper right up it, and you're onto a roof. Who's next?
Well, if they act, Joshua, Sirena, and Caitlin.
All right. None of you at all see this happen, but the queen and her bodyguard have an excellent vantage point on the action below. They both see the men in crimson robes suddenly stop and kind of
crane their necks as if listening to someone, then turn without a word spoken to run the opposite direction. The queen gestures after them, and Joshra nods, draws her sword, and dashes along the rooftops in pursuit.
Okay, Dorro.
You turn around, and you see Cyril and Grabby Hands, but you don't see her.
Cyril is Grabby Hands.
Sorry, you see Cyril and Tiago, but you don't see her.
Those are Inception.
Yeah.
Cyril is Grabby Hands.
Yeah, so you see the two of them, but you don't see her. Because you missed her climbing up onto the roof.
Can you see what direction they're looking?
Not with the two. You can just see them.
Let's see if I can get to somewhere where I can see her.
Okay.
I get on a roof, I guess.
Do you want to just zoom?
Yeah.
Okay. So you teleport onto the nearest roof, like say 30 feet in the air. I need another perception roll.
17.
Okay, here's what you see. You were on a roof about 4 roofs away, okay? And you popped up 10 feet higher than she is right now. She just went over the edge of a roof and is starting to run alongside it. Tiago Reise is coming up after her.
How did Tiago do? Was he like acrobatics?
Oh, yeah.
Type
Oh,
of thing
yeah.
or something?
Absolutely.
Or did he
Basically-
just climb a ladder?
No,
or, or did the motherfucker go up a ramp? Like
Tight
shit?
alley, he went, foot onto brick,
He did
brick,
some cool
brick,
shit?
and
Okay.
back. Yeah,
Okay, good.
exactly. He is the god of sport. This is what he does, yeah.
Well, you know, F him.
Yeah.
Well, not that any of that matters, because I bet fucking Goldie Hands is just gonna fly up here like Storm, like.
Maybe he's really bad at climbing.
If I were there, I would advise you to get the fuck away.
If I hadn't got hit so much at the beginning,
Right, no, I mean,
this would have been different.
he doesn't, he very rarely misses. That's the problem with him. He very rarely misses, and he can deflect arrows, and he can do, all the physical shit, all of it. All the monk stuff he can do. All the ranger stuff he can do.
Did I see any of him, like, stopping arrows?
You didn't see any of that.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
You saw all of that. You definitely saw all of that.
Fine.
You were very focused on it.
I guess I get I don't know, man. I get out my short bow and knock an arrow.
Sure, no,
And, like,
you can
take aim
You
at
can
Tiago
fire
Reise.
in this round. You could fire in this round. Absolutely.
But if I aim at him, aren't I, like, a little bit more likely to actually hit the guy? You know?
No,
It's like a
that doesn't
round
help you.
aim.
No, that doesn't help you, actually.
Okay.
So you can just fire at him. You can just, like,
I guess I'll
bing.
just
Dexterity.
launch
Yep.
an arrow over there for him to have.
Have you ever fired your bow?
Nope.
Full color. Ooh, wow.
So 19.
That will hit. Okay, roll damage.
19, 20?
1d6. No, there's none of that anymore.
Oh, you don't do that anymore?
Yeah, that doesn't exist anymore with weapons.
Wait, what do you add that to? So 1, so 7.
Okay, and Tiago's next. So let me just recap this whole thing. You appear at a rooftop, see Tiago effortlessly vault onto an adjacent rooftop after a bleeding and fleeing Rina, draw your short bow and fire. Your arrow flies true, but just before it strikes him in the back of the neck, his arm flies back and catches it. He spins, drops it, draws his own bow, and fires. Does a 16 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. A 16 hits you. Take 8 points of damage and roll me a Constitution save.
No. Yeah, no.
Okay. All right. So you.
Change the die, please.
Okay. There. Yeah. You really should probably change
It
that.
doesn't
20.
they all do that?
All right. So you, as you're running, as an arrow whistles by you, and you watch in horror as Dorro is struck right in his, let's say, left shoulder, and then collapses. I'd like you to roll a 20-sided die and call high or low.
Luck die.
I don't know, low. 17.
Okay. All right. You watch in horror as Dorro pitches forward and tumbles off the roof. You guys are in the more or less the center of the town. There's a well in the center of the town. There's a couple of boathouses right off the river with a pair of docks. There's an inn or a large building that's used as an inn, and there is a water wheel attached to that inn. There's several homes around here on the other side of the river. Again, there's a well in the center of town, and these 3 individuals with their red feet and red legs have been placed in stocks right along the southern boathouse. There's a couple soldiers near them. You are behind a cart about 30 feet to the south here.
He's flying around as an eagle. Torrvic is flying around with an eagle with an axe in his hand.
Okay.
Soldiers whack before he does.
Right.
Good, because he just likes to shut combat off.
That's what he's
Stay out of combat.
He's
You
the
stay
god
over there.
of peace. It's what he does. He shuts down conflict.
Goddamn hippie.
The most useless of all the gods.
What are you talking about?
Stand
He
over
was
there.
unbelievably useful in every single situation.
As
where
long as everyone stays immediately around him at all times.
No, he was calming down crocodiles and saving people's lives and keeping he was saving lives left and right.
Useless.
Wow.
All right. So, as I'm levitating, I
Yes.
am first to act.
Yes.
And I will say, people of the earth.
Don't use the term Earth.
What's our
Because
world?
we don't know what this planet's
need a
called
world.
yet. I know. But so don't use any yet because I don't know what the planet.
This day until the last day.
Giant
you.
screech behind. As soon as he finishes, wings go out and just.
I want you to roll intimidation with advantage.
And I'm going to spin my
Do the
inspiration
Spencer.
point.
Wow. Okay.
Oh God!
This should do it.
Head explodes.
What's intimidation?
Natural 20.
Okay, never mind. Doesn't matter.
18,
All right.
19,
So the
20, 21.
Yeah, the majority of the guards drop their weapons. Just straight up drop their weapons and begin to back off. The one in charge is like trying to keep order, but he's also backing up as he's doing it. So he's like yelling at people like, no, pick up your weapons and stand firm, but he's backing up as he's doing it, right?
I'm in charge. We can handle this. Where are you going, sir?
Yeah, no, they just run. So the soldiers run. They just run. They drop their weapons and they run away, and eventually the commander follows them. You know, you'll pay for this. And
I reach out with my divinity and I grab his sword and bring it to my hand.
it just pops out of his hand. He's like, you'll pay for this. And he runs.
Do not defy me!
He runs. Ah!
Wow. That is scary.
Yeah,
You're
and
holding
now-
a weapon in the.
Yeah.
And turn like Magneto turns to face him.
All the people, there's no, no.
Oregon, calm down these people.
Yeah, they're terrified, okay? And Oregon does. Oregon's like, we are not your enemies. The danger has passed. You are all safe. And they all just calm and relaxed.
I
but
lower
again,
myself.
Yeah, and no one's cheering though. Like this is not like they're all like, yay, our saviors. No. They're just assuming, I think, okay, one more powered bully. What are you gonna do? You know, like that. You know, people are holding their children close and that kind of thing, and they're huddled and they're just kind of like trying to get away and go back into their homes.
That's
and
fine.
just
But I'm going to head to the stockade and release the 3 people.
They cower,
And I strike them. It's like.
but one of them doesn't. There's a girl, she's like 12, and she doesn't cower, and she grabs your hand, and she just kind of, it's like, thank you. And then she runs off.
You're welcome.
Oh, she gives him a little hug.
Yeah.
Guys, we have one follower.
Pray to me every night.
Okay.
I'm Zion.
Only 12.
Okay.
Pray unto Zion every fucking night.
Pray this man has been in God's arms. I hope Zion. I pray to Zion. I hope he's great. He seems nice.
That's a good start.
You're really taking this God thing to the head, ain't you, boy?
Seems nice.
All right, and otherwise than that, I mean, the town really wants to get away from you, basically.
Well, we're not stopping in this town anyway. I don't
You're
care.
just gonna pick up and keep moving.
Turn back into Torrvic.
Yeah.
And I'm
You've
already knows the
returned
end.
to your Torvik form.
I'm back in the Torrvic form, and I've started making a beeline for the inn.
Okay,
the
excellent.
The bar inn area.
Excellent. So as you guys are doing this, Torvik walks straight into the bar, and it's just like there's a couple people in the bar, and they all just grow silent as soon as you walk in, and there's eyes just follow you as you walk right up to the bar. Just happy as can be, I imagine, right? Yeah. And the barkeep is just
Not
standing
even noticing
there.
everyone
No,
just staring
just
at me.
completely oblivious to the fact that you walk up to the bar.
And your finest ale, sir, and put a silver be too much.
No, silver is generous. It's generous, you know.
Right, just
and
put
so,
a silver piece
yeah,
down. Your finest ale, good sir.
Yeah, it would normally be like a copper piece for a regular ale, 5 copper for a good ale. So a silver piece is like it's like you're paying double. It's a nice tip. You know what I mean? So he kind of elbows this younger, like the barkeep, big, heavy guy, balding, greasy, right? He's like elbowing one of the kids, like, go, take care of him, handle this now. Right? Yeah. He's, I don't want to. So here you are! And he puts down like a large tankard of ale and just runs away. Doesn't even take the silver, just puts down the tankard of ale and then runs away.
Weird kid.
Uragon is out there with you, and he's basically got the horses in the wagon again, and he's like, we should probably go, my friend. They will report this.
Good.
With
They
all
should.
due certainty. Are you
I
ready?
hope they do.
The slavers in this area take their property very seriously.
I wonder if they take their lives very seriously.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I hope they train their soldiers seriously.
Ready to head out?
If Torvik is done drinking for the
Yeah, well, actually, you get the horses, you get everyone, you kind of like calm Pera down. He's
Yeah,
a little
sorry.
freaked out.
It's okay, Pera.
And he's
You
like,
did
and
so
he's like,
much yesterday.
He's over here, like
trying to make a little spark
yeah,
or
and
something?
he can't even make a little teeny flame in his hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to reach out in my divinity
Mhm.
and see if I can sense any Godspark activity in him whatsoever.
There's, like, when you reach the bridge out to him, it feels like there's nothing to connect to. It almost feels like when you were trying to connect with Brannick. Like, it's like he's not a god anymore.
Yeah, I have to leave him back.
No, I'm
behind.
sorry, bye. Leave him in the stockades.
Leave him behind in Hog's Feet then.
So listen, I think we should be friends.
Right.
Oh.
Friend zone his ass and leave him in this village. Maybe it's an upgrade.
He's kind of close to, well, he's not close to home, but you could get him home. I mean,
Right.
Hog's
No.
Feet's
Of
not
course,
that far
I'm not
away.
saying that, and I don't, as Zion, believe that. But I am worried
You feel
about
distant all of a sudden.
No, it's okay, babe. It's okay. You'll get it back. You just have to rest.
Right, as he's like already flirting with Uragon. So, you come around here a lot, Uragon? Hey, big, tall, and peaceful.
Right.
We're from the same continent, too.
And then there was half orcs.
Yeah, right.
And the first half orc was born.
Wow.
How I Met Your Orc Mother.
Wow, the first half orc came from a gay relationship.
Two
That is
males.
impressive.
Makes
that
about
is
sense.
damn impressive.
We are breaking boundaries.
All right, so you've had a very delicious tankard of ale.
How many people are in the bar right now?
Well, there were 4. Now there are none.
They all left?
Yeah, they all left. So
Oh.
it's just you drinking at the bar. When you turn around, it's empty.
Barkeep, round for the house.
The door's like
Bring
swinging as Lexington's leaving.
That's exactly it.
Must be lunchtime or something.
After a second, I imagine you're
I
going to
think
get.
we've done all that we can here. Perhaps too much. But perhaps not. Even though people didn't understand what we were doing for them, I feel good about it.
I'm still drinking at the bar. No one's come and got me.
Yeah, you finish off your
I
tankard pretty
come into
easily.
the bar after it's been a minute because I don't know where you are.
Right.
Well, Torvik, are you ready to head out?
What? There's food and drink here. Zion, come and join me and relax a little bit.
Well, we might as well have lunch. So,
All right.
So I leave a couple silver on
Sure.
on the desk or whatever
Yep.
on the bar.
on the bar, and that's fine. They're like,
No pig.
they bring you some, glasses, and they bring you
I
some.
thought there was nobody there.
There's a
people that work
barkeep
there.
and the guy
Yeah,
there,
okay.
you know.
Yeah.
So they bring you some goat and some potatoes and some salad. Like there's a onion soup. That's not bad actually. A little salty, but the food here is pretty
Compliments
decent.
to the chef.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. But they don't stay around and they don't like engage with you and like they'll drop the food off and then like literally go to the far corner, stand there and wait. Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Are you gonna burn down this building?
Yeah, that's kind of how it goes.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Fear not, mortal.
Yeah, that helps. Yeah. Fear not mortal is always the calming words you want to hear.
And low.
Yeah.
As their god eats food.
Yeah, do not worry yourself, immortal.
He needs food.
The last thing a human wants when dealing with the god is to be reminded of that god of their own mortality. That's always going to calm
Well,
them
the thing
right
is, of
down.
course, I'm immortal too. So are all the gods, because they all fucking died. So they're just long-lived. That's all.
They got killed too. Yeah. All right, so you guys eat up. Food's decent. Oinkers is happy that there's no pig. Doesn't eat the goat. Kind of eyes the goat, but it's happy to drink the onion soup.
Wouldn't it be lamb, not goat? Goat usually is milk.
It'd be lamb. It'd be lamb. No one's gonna eat a goat. There'd be goat milk.
So are the bar staff still there? Are they
Kind of, yeah. Like that one dude's there. Yeah.
After we finish, I go, all right, well, it's the pride time to go. But I want to do one more thing. Hold on real quick. So I'm going
That's
to...
how it always starts.
Yep.
I'm going to kind of keep the bar staff and go like an eye and like kind of walk behind the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Turn into like a little like spider. And I'm going to crawl right behind the bar staff.
Okay.
And then back into Torrvic.
Okay.
And put my arm around both of them and say, thank you for the good time.
They just like, But they're like, that's great, that's fine, we're so good, please come again, or never.
You guys got great service, I'll tell Yelp.
I'll tell Yelp, I'll tell Ye Yelp.
Ye Yelp, you all Yelp.
Ye old Yelp.
5 stars.
I'll review you on Yelp.
You just walk off the side.
YLPE.
Yelp is just like painting on the side of the building. Delicious!
Fantastic. Wait, we'll put a couple more little pieces of silver on the table and then
That's
head
kind
out.
of you. Yeah, they'll probably never touch that money.
No, absolutely not.
I don't understand why people are just not nice.
They're nice, they're scared to death. They've never seen anything like this.
All they have to do is worship me.
That's not, they don't understand. Look.
That's
look,
all they have to do.
Look.
It's very simple.
If you come in there,
That's all you want them to
if
do.
you come in there with the whole monorail pitch, right? If you come in there with the whole parades and flowers and everything, okay, yes, they're on board. But you come in there like Dark
eagle.
Phoenix with the screaming eagle, none shall be enslaved. Yeah, that's great and all, but still, yeah, I know.
So awesome! I can't stop picturing it.
I know. And
Bow
it's
before me!
And it's great. And as that
Fuck this world, man!
yeah.
Do you see that world storming down this? Come on!
As that story gets out,
Right.
that may have some impact,
Gotcha.
right? In the immediate,
There's going to be this is a part of a long campaign.
Yeah,
okay?
this is-
So my idea is that Xion has decided he's against slavery in general.
Fair enough.
And he's going to be stopping it wherever he sees it.
Fair enough.
So
Para's on board for that. Para's from Hog's Feet. Hog's Feet
it doesn't
is
matter
one-
what Para thinks
No,
anymore.
hang on. Para's hey. Wow.
Loses his powers, and that's it.
Wow.
Get your shit and get the fuck out.
Demoted.
Demoted.
To human.
You are a normie. Out of here
Wow.
now.
So, Para agrees. Actually, Para's from Hog's Feet. There is no slavery in Hog's Feet. So Para is very much against slavery. In fact, he's known people who have been enslaved.
Right.
So, yeah, he's against this too. No problems.
Well, I think we've done all we can here. Want to head out?
I'm full.
All right. Okay. The broken ground marked with rutted trails you have followed along the riverbank grows softer as a lush blanket of spongy lemongrass spreads out underfoot. The air grows thick with the heavy, musty perfume of a rice harvest, a smell not completely unlike raw sewage left to bake in the noonday sun. Zadar is the only true city of Lovek, and even then only boasts 10,000 full-time inhabitants. Many more thousands of drifters, seasonal workers, and other migrants pass through the area every year, swelling the temporary population by half during peak harvest. Roughly 90% of the Zadarian floodplains are submerged during the rainy season, nurturing an astonishingly biologically diverse collection of aquatic plants and supporting a dense array of animal species. It is a huge, gently sloping basin that receives runoff from the Lygun Mountains and slowly releases the water through the Narna River into the Tranquil Pass. The city of Zadar is a sprawling collection of low, wide buildings, punctuated with several dozen towering silos, each painted lavishly to signify the carnita, a local term for the competing slave merchants that field thousands of indentured workers in the rice fields who lay claim to these areas. So basically, huge grain silos pop up all around town, all intricately painted with the shields and symbols and colors of the various carnitas that run these slave gangs in this area and that collect rice throughout the day.
Isn't carnitas like at Chipotle? Okay.
Wait, sorry. Carnta. It's not carnita. Let me rephrase that. Signify the carntas. Yeah, carntas. So there's carntas who are the basically gangs, that run thousands of indentured
You're gonna be
slaves.
busy as hell. There's a
But
whole
it's
city
all
of people you don't like.
But it's all legal.
Jesus.
All of this is completely legal.
Well, I'm not about changing the whole society yet because I don't have that power. Right now, I want some fucking godstones. So.
All right, excellent.
There you go.
So
It was fine in a village,
because you couldn't make an effect.
We planted the seed.
Yeah, we planted the seed
of anti-slavery.
Fair enough. All right, so the village, the town, city really, is brightly lit as a few thousand men and women pack a wide, flat circle of hard-packed dirt in the center of town. A stout, muscular woman with legs and arms stained red from a decade in the rice paddies strides back and forth on a small wooden stage, waving her arms and shouting in an attempt to quiet the crowd. Quiet! Quiet! That's 10 of us gone this week! Another shouts from somewhere behind the crowd as it gets loud. Enough! She bellows back, loud and wild enough to raise a vein in the center of her reddening forehead. The crowd falls quiet. We're forming search parties and going out each dusk and dawn till this fucking thing is dead, all right? You'll get assignments tomorrow morning. Now shut up and fuck off! And everyone just kind of roar, and it's kind of, meanders out. And she just left standing on stage glowering at everybody. And about 1,000 people kind of meander back to their homes.
Well, now I've got a boner.
You know what I mean?
You have kids.
You have kids.
Yeah.
Please
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand. So
Okay, sorry. There's about 1,000 people, and there's a stage, and she's shouting at all of them, and they're all shouting back like, "There's more of us missing. 3 have gone missing last night." And it's like, we're gonna find this damn thing and we're gonna kill it. There'll be a search party tomorrow morning. Until then, go back to your homes and shut the fuck up.
So it's not us. Right. Okay.
It's not you guys. It's clearly not you guys.
I thought she was saying, we're gonna find this thing.
Oh no.
That's what I thought too. I was like,
No.
And it's giant bird.
Yeah, no.
And we're gonna put it in chains. Oh shit.
No, they're clearly talking. You don't know what they're talking about, but they're clearly not talking about you guys.
Okay.
So
Well, it's not my concern. I'm trying to find some godstones.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, it's night now, so you probably won't want to go out in the evening into the swamp. Do you want to go out in the night into the swamp? Urgosh asks.
Yes.
Yeah?
Wouldn't Aragon be able to navigate the swamp?
Sure.
So what's the problem?
Sure. Look, I can
Night
navigate.
hags aren't going to be in the swamp at night. They'll
I
be
can-
out looking for children.
I can look. I can navigate lots of places in the city at night. It doesn't mean I'm going there at 3 a.m. Is all I'm saying. I mean,
Now,
there's a time and a place
I
you
have
do
a question
things.
about
Yeah.
Aragon.
Yeah.
Now, is he able to even walk around in this? I mean, this
Oh,
is a
yeah.
human city.
No, there are orcs here.
Okay.
There are definitely orcs here. There's a lot of mix between orcs and humans. There are obviously much more humans than orcs, and he does get an occasional glance once in a while, but he's a
But they're
free
just not,
orc.
they're not killed all outright. Here.
No, and he is a free orc. I mean, technically, he doesn't have the same rights as everyone else in this city.
Right,
People
there's a
decide
caste
to,
system, I get it, but
Yeah,
like-
if people decide to give him shit, he would have to just take it.
Right.
But right now, no one's bothering him, and he's with you all, and so no one's really, honestly, they all seem preoccupied right now. There's obviously something going on that is beyond whatever your small party would cause.
2 humans, a dwarf, and an orc walk in, and no one.
No, there's a lot of
Sounds like the beginning of a
different
joke.
people here.
Yeah.
There's
So
a
this is
lot.
so these are like the edges of society, right?
yeah.
This is like where all the sort of cast off go. So
Yeah.
it's like Mos Eisley from.
You could find one of everybody
Okay,
here.
so it's
You know what I mean?
okay.
Dastardly.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. So, do you guys
Den of
want?
villainy.
Uncommon for
So, what do you want to do?
I want to find the.
more beer.
Yeah, let's go to the bar. Like the
That's easily done.
Holy shit, you agreed with me.
Yeah.
What?
No, the little Mos Eisley bar, and sort of sit around, get some dinner, figure out.
These bars are packed tonight. Lots of people talking, chatting, drinking, arguing, fighting, everything. There just seems to be a lot of energy in this town.
I want to be just walking around, not saying anything, and I want to roll perception and see if I pick up any interesting bits of conversation that I find, might be useful to me.
Fair enough.
I want to find the nearest bare knuckle boxing tournament and enter.
There's not really like a tournament set up. Like fights just sometimes break out. It's not like it's not organized.
There's no organized. Okay.
It's literally
I just imagine like there's
hey,
like
fuck you, and then fists.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
There's no like actual.
Anyway,
not right now.
We have to figure out where we're sleeping tonight first too. So also when I'm in this bar, I want to
sure,
if it's an inn,
it's an inn. Yeah.
To get a couple rooms.
Yeah. It's pretty packed, but I mean they can find you like a room with a couple cots. Shared room, basically.
All right, flop house it is.
Yeah, flop house it is. Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
So I spend very few. I have very little money, by the way.
Right, you have very little cash left. Yeah.
So the last bit of my cash.
Yeah. And prices aren't cheap here.
Money? What happened to your money?
It's a full silver just for a flop house.
I spent it all on fucking Dorro.
Oh yeah.
His aunt.
Yep.
So,
I've got 18 gold. I'm a millionaire pretty much.
Yeah,
No, I'm
basically.
a millionaire.
And up
That's
until
true.
70 gold.
That's true. You were given a large pouch of gold to deal with. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. What am I doing?
Just roll. Be like gather information now.
Perception, knowledge.
Investigation.
Do it in investigation. That works.
5.
Okay. So, well, I mean,
maybe Pera heard something.
I'm investigating the bar.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. You guys keep hearing things about people disappearing, people vanishing, someone's been missing, but you're not hearing any concrete pieces of info, right? You're at the bar.
I'm at the bar, and I'm just gonna walk up, do the normal, sit and put the silver piece down. Finest ale, sir.
All right. Guy brings you a beer. Roll perception.
Natural 20.
Good. Excellent. Guy puts down a beer, and he's like, "So you with the hunters?"
No, we're just coming in travelers. What's all this hubbub I hear about people going missing?
People have gone missing for the past 2 weeks. People been vanishing. There was some blue cunt light out in the marshes, out in the rice. Ever since then, people go missing every night.
That don't sound natural.
They're making a search party tomorrow morning to go out and kill whatever the thing is.
So how many people have gone missing in total, you think?
17 people have gone missing.
Jesus.
Plugs down a beer.
Man, has this happened before?
Slaves go missing all the time.
So they're just taking slaves?
Mostly the only people out in the field are slaves.
Do you think it's some company stealing them or some other slaver?
It's always been towards dusk. They drive those slave parties hard at night, driving them closer and closer into the evening.
Yeah, drive those bastards. Yeah.
They always seem
Kill
to...
barkeep.
They always... they always... He's not, he's not necessarily supporting it. He's just reporting
it's
that
life.
this is what this is his
life,
life, right?
yeah.
And he's like, they've been running them harder and harder. They've been trying to keep up their quotas, and they're in competition with each other, so they keep running them later into the evening.
I fancy myself a little look about. I think I'll join them tomorrow.
They leave at dawn from here.
Son of a bitch, that's early.
We operate at 10 a.m. only.
All right.
Wake us at noon.
Pin in that, circle back around.
Yeah.
I'm wondering about these godstones. How does that have to do with this town? Is it just on the way to getting them, or
no? He knows. He's the godstones that you have seen. He has seen in those fields.
Oh.
We gotta go into the swamps to get them, dig them out.
I get red on my skin.
We're not gonna be in there for a long time, A. But B, we also have to. This isn't his land, so we're gonna have to avoid the. Avoid the farmers and avoid all that and not interfere
Or
with
you could
them.
just levitate all the way out
Or
there.
just
levitate all the way out there and pluck them from the thing. Yeah, that can be done too. Yes.
Well, then I guess we will bed down for the night, and I will try to give Paris some consoling cuddles. Because he feels really bad. It's so sad. He lost all his
just
powers.
always whenever
They're there, weakling. They're there. Yeah.
It's like petting a cat.
Now, Pera is still incredibly tired and a little freaked out and a little sad, and he's kind of like, if I can't help Xion, if I don't have my abilities, what am I gonna do?
You don't need to worry about that now. I mean, it's only been a couple days since we used all of our powers the way we did.
Don't worry about it now. And then he goes to bed, and you just look very worried out the window. You know what I mean?
And then you worry about it now.
That's exactly what happens.
Okay, Xion would actually be quite
Very worried about this, yeah.
Because Pera was our greatest weapon. And
he is. He's a big fucking fire cannon.
If we've lost Pera,
even temporarily, yeah.
That weakens us immensely.
And you already were weakened because you were so separate.
Right.
Godsfall is written, produced, and edited by myself, Aram Vartian. If you want up-to-the-minute information about the podcast, you can follow me on Twitter at GodsfallDC. Special thanks to our good friends at BattleBards for giving us access to their incredible catalog of richly produced sounds. Be sure to check them out at battlebards.com. And a special thanks to all of our loyal Patreon supporters. Without you, this show could not continue. If you'd like to support Godsfall, get access to exclusive Patreon supporter content, and get episodes of Season 3 before they're released publicly, head over to patreon.com/Godsfall. That's all from us this week. We have original maps, art, character sheets, and more on our website at godsfall.com, as well as links to our Patreon account and official Godsfall t-shirts. So see you next time in the world of the Five Kingdoms.